What's going on, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU. And a lot of you really loved that Spider-Man plot leak that I did a couple of days ago, and I did too. It was really great. I hope it happens. And a lot of you were asking me if the person that leaked this online talked about a post-credit scene for it, and yes, they did. It just kind of leads into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and today I'm doing a plot leak by that same person for Doctor Strange 2, so I just thought I would begin this plot leak with the post-credit scene for Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, of course, none of this is yet officially confirmed. There are things that have been confirmed in that Spider-Man plot leak, and if you haven't seen that, I'll link that up above. But of course, with any plot leak, usually there are some things that are true, some things that are not true, so take it with a grain of salt. But like I said, this is coming from the same person who posted that Spider-Man No Way Home plot leak that everybody seemed to love. So we'll start with the post-credit scene for Spider-Man No Way Home, and then dive into the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness plot leak. And if you're new and you love the MCU and want to stay up to date on the news and leaks, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. So in the Spider-Man No Way Home leak that I talked about a couple of days ago, there was a mysterious orb that Doctor Strange was using to kind of keep the multiverse somewhat in order. At the end of the plot leak, Peter Parker tries to use that orb to bring MJ back to life. The result is the orb breaking, and Doctor Strange asks him, "What did you do?" And here is what is said to be the rumored post-credit scene. Doctor Strange gathers the remains of the broken orb and attempts to fix it, but is unsuccessful. He then senses something. Hearing the faint sounds of children, the camera pans to his shoulder, revealing Wanda standing behind him with red glowing eyes. Now this would be a super awesome post-credit scene to see for Spider-Man No Way Home because of course right after that is going to be Multiverse of Madness. All these events are connected. It's basically like a 4-movie story. We have Wandavision, then Loki, which truly breaks open the multiverse, Spider-Man No Way Home, which starts to deal with it, and then Multiverse of Madness, where it all just goes crazy. And of course, since Wanda now has the Darkhold and she heard the voices of her children, of course she would look for Doctor Strange, the master of the mystic arts. And although they don't know each other too well, he is an ally. They did fight together. And if Wanda realizes that her children are trapped somewhere, maybe in another universe or a different realm, it makes perfect sense that she would go to Doctor Strange. So this would be a cool post-credit to see. And this goes into our Multiverse of Madness leak. And just like I did the other day, I'm just going to read straight through it and then we'll talk about it after. A multiversal war has begun thanks to the events of Loki. Loki, Mobius, and some TVA agents appear in 2 scenes. Wanda's twins are stuck in the Chaos Dimension and Wanda wants to rescue them no matter the cost. America Chavez is a central part of the plot. She and Wanda have an intense confrontation early in the movie because America Chavez thinks that Wanda is responsible for the death of her mother and the destruction of her home universe. Strange and Wanda have a big fight at the end of Act 1. Wanda wins and leaves Strange for dead. He is rescued from plunging into the dark dimension by Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Doctor Strange is in a coma for a little bit and Wong comes to his aid. Mordo makes an alliance with Wanda, but he betrays and attempts to kill her about halfway through. It's revealed that he's been working with Agatha Harkness the entire time, and she confronts Wanda and they have a brief battle. Wong is the Sorcerer Supreme of one universe that will be briefly shown. Cthulhu wants to use America Chavez's powers to conquer all of the universes. Christine Palmer is kidnapped and killed by Mordo. Her body will then be possessed by Clea's soul. It is from here that Agatha Harkness thinks that this is all too much. Mordo is doing way too much. Agatha exclusively wanted revenge on Wanda, nobody else, and she doesn't want Cthulhu taking over. And before the final battle, Agatha briefly makes amends with Wanda and leaves. The leak says there is a scene similar to the Portal scene in Endgame, where actors that didn't get the roles years ago assemble playing alternate versions of MCU heroes, fighting actors playing alternate versions of MCU villains. This could be Tom Cruise as Tony Stark, Emily Blunt as Black Widow, John Krasinski as Captain America. This could be an extremely cool scene. Strange, Wong, Wanda, and Chavez face off against Cthulhu. Wanda sacrifices herself to destroy Cthulhu and end the multiversal war, and at the end, all of the characters believe that she is dead. At the end, Tommy and Billy become teenagers, and Strange locks Mordo into a dimensional prison. And then this says that there are 3 rumored post-credit scenes. One is a scene where Kang the Conqueror shows up, setting up Ant-Man 3 Quantumania. Another rumored one is Agatha being recruited by Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, continuing the setup for the Thunderbolts or the Dark Avengers. And a third rumored one is Wanda reappearing alive, living in Latveria with amnesia. Which I have to say, that is the one that I would love to see, because that would mean Doctor Doom is coming. Doctor Doom is from Latveria, and he's an incredibly powerful sorcerer. And we know that eventually he is going to be coming, and his mother was also a very powerful witch, so this all kind of makes sense. That would definitely be the post-credit scene that I would be hoping for, especially because it would actually show that Wanda didn't really die, she's alive. Because I definitely don't think that Wanda is going anywhere anytime soon. As far as this plot leak is concerned, it's actually not anywhere near as detailed as the Spider-Man one is. But to be fair, the person who posted these said that he saw the entire Spider-Man No Way Home script, and he did not claim that for this leak. Now, what's curious about this plot leak is that it shares some other scenes that other plot leaks have said are going to be in the film. One is a fight between Doctor Strange and Wanda. Now, the previous leak actually said that Doctor Strange wins the fight, whereas this one says that Wanda wins. And in all honesty, this could go either way. Doctor Strange is the master of the mystic arts, but also keep in mind that Wanda now has the Darkhold, and she's clearly going to be studying the entire thing, learning a bunch of new abilities that Doctor Strange probably won't have, because keep in mind, it's very dark magic. Now, the Darkhold was created by Cthulhu, who is the rumored villain in this plot leak of Doctor Strange 2. Cthulhu has a major connection to Wanda in the comics. He actually planned on using her body to take over the Earth dimension. She was his plan on how he was going to get back to that dimension, because he was trapped outside of it. And once he got back and took over Wanda, he would conquer everything else, which is basically what this plot leak is saying that he wants to do, except he wants to use America Chavez because her ability is to open portals to other dimensions. A power very suitable for a multiverse film. The other thing it mentions is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and he has actually been heavily rumored to be appearing in Multiverse of Madness as well as Spider-Man No Way Home. We'll have to wait until we see No Way Home to determine Tobey Maguire's fate and where he ends up, but we know that he's going to be working with Doctor Strange in No Way Home. And I definitely think that everybody would love for him to stick around. Now, Mordo being in the film makes sense as well, and Agatha being in the film helping Mordo out can also work. The only really weird thing I found about this plot leak was the fact that Christine Palmer is going to be kidnapped by Mordo and killed, and then Clea would possess her body. Yes, Clea is pretty much confirmed to be in this film, but I'm pretty sure they're going to use a different actress for her. They're not going to use Rachel McAdams. At least that's what the rumors are. From what we've heard, Doctor Strange and Christine have gone their separate ways, and everything kind of pointed to Rachel McAdams not appearing in this movie. However, if it's for a very brief moment of time in the movie and it sets up a new character in which a new actress would come in, I could definitely see that happening. And I could see a lot of this plot leak happening. A lot of it makes sense, the continuity is all there. Again, a lot is missing from this, specifically moments that Doctor Strange is going to shine in this film, because remember, it still is about him. Even though he is going to share a lot of the spotlight with Wanda, it's still obviously his movie. But let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about that rumored leaked Spider-Man post-credit scene and this leak for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Is it something that you'd like to see, or do you hope for something completely different? Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like the video, and for live updates you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.